Young K's first trip.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another edition of If They Only Knew. Alright, you already know who they are by now, but let's introduce. Who's first up? There we go.
Preach. JoJo Burgundy Von Kensington.
K-Rod.
AKA.
Flanker.
AKA.
Yellow Boy. Number one. The first Yellow Boy.
The first Yellow Boy.
Yeah.
Yellow Boy the first.
Yellow Boy Senior.
Let's get it.
There you go, good.
There you go.
Yellow Boy Senior.
Alright, so this one we gonna do way different, yo. We gonna do this one just tell me about y'all friendship, man. Tell me how y'all met.
Oh shit. You want to go or you want me to go?
You can give me your perception. I give you
All right,
mine.
okay, so my auntie them had moved to the west side of town, and I was at the basketball court with my little cousin Joshua and Jeremy, and I see Preach brother, a little heavy set dude, he bigger dude, and I seen him interacting with my cousin Jeremy, so I stepped in because I'm like, nigga, what you fucking with my cousin for and shit, you know what I'm saying? But then I heard him talk. He was like, I don't, he started talking real.
Talking all Michael
so
Jackson.
Like, wait a minute.
Talking all soft.
What the fuck going on? So then I just said, man, come on, bring your ass on, man. You know what I'm saying? Then this tall ass nigga, I see this tall light skinned nigga. I'm like, what that tall ass nigga is right there?
Hold on, was he the light skinned friend you met when you was younger?
Nah, you might as well have been.
I'm like, yeah.
Light Skin got in after that because New Jack City came out
there you go,
and Christopher
there you go.
Williams was in it.
So this
White
nigga,
I'll be sure.
This nigga steps up to me like, hey, nigga, you fucking with my brother and shit. I was like, nigga, fuck your brother, nigga. As soon as I said some crazy shit. I know I can't remember that, but I know I said some crazy shit. And me and Preach, we was kind of enemies for a long time after that. For about shit. Cause we hung with the same people. We knew the same people. So
Well, what happened? This is before I went to Japan.
yeah.
Because what happened was my little brother hardly ever went outside and did shit. But the one time he goes outside, he get into it with little juice little ass.
Yeah,
My brother been 6'3" since he was in the goddamn 4th grade.
for real.
So he
For
big
real.
and he look intimidating, but he the nicest, gentlest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
So
good
I'm
guy.
like, why did my brother? I'm sitting there playing
Sega
what's
Genesis?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Nigga, I don't know.
Oh, PlayStation.
Nintendo or PlayStation.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck Sega. Fuck. Anyway, so my little brother comes storming in the door, boom, and ran straight upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck? So I run upstairs. I don't even know this dude, and my little brother is terrified. I'm like, even though I didn't get along because I was the big brother, and I had, we like 6 years, we're 6 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the only kid for a while, but I fucked with him more than anybody else. As far as picking on him and this and the other, but now you upset somebody else, how I did this to you? Nigga, that's my job. So I ran upstairs and said, what's up, Tank? What happened? This boy down here was doing his So I run outside, confront, hey. I said, who did it? Him. So my brother's dry snitching on this nigga like, he did it. Well, he light skinned too, I think I can take him. Hey nigga, who the fuck? And it went off like that. Our third party, the one that connects us is our homeboy, our brother, Walt.
Mm-hmm.
Walt was our mutual friend because I left shortly after that to go to Japan. So they bonded together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when I came back from Japan, they was close. And I'm like, what this nigga I want to slap goddamn 11 months ago?
Yeah.
Alright, like, if you cool with Walt then, because that nigga is a recluse. He don't fuck with nobody.
Right?
You just casting the shadow. I mean, this look like
Good.
this casting the shadow of
You
your
can't
head,
see
yo.
this
Alright.
So
So while he was in Japan, you was hanging out with
it was me, Walt, and
homeboy.
Jose. With Jose too. Can't
Okay.
forget Jose.
T
T
extra.
Can't forget my nigga.
Extra teeth.
So Preach come back. Well, before you came back, was that when Jose
Did you
shot
get
the
into
nigga
any
fingers
shit?
off?
Hold on. Did you get into any shit while he was gone?
No. We
So
just,
he was bad
we used
influence.
to just mess with
Like you
girls.
say, he was bad influence and shit. Yeah?
Nah, like when I seen this nigga, I'm like,
11
this nigga,
months, you was
no,
clean.
Hold up, when I seen this nigga, I'm like, this nigga smoking cigarettes and everything.
Oh,
Shit, like,
I was smoking cigarettes with
Like,
15.
this nigga 15, we young now. I'm like, so my heart beating kind of fast when I see the nigga like, okay, this nigga about some action. Okay, this nigga smoking cigarettes. This nigga driving a fucking 300Z or some shit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to watch this nigga. For real. I'm from the other side of town too. And who is this nigga? I'm like, so when I know you was cool with Walt, I'm like, okay, then bro must be alright, cause Walt a cool nigga. Walt don't fuck with everybody. Walt do his thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Walt held it down. Walt was the one that taught us.
Walt was our big brother.
He taught us how to be cheap.
Yeah.
Walt, if you see it, wherever it go, he taught us how to be frugal.
That's our big bro. That's big bro.
That's big bro. That's big bro. He the oldest
frugal.
That nigga was, man.
That nigga is the pandemic.
Taught a nigga how to dress. Taught a nigga how to dress. Taught a nigga to, you know.
He was back in them days.
Colognes to wear. This nigga was on that shit. So
he was the player.
That nigga was the player. Like, take this nigga 2-3 hours to get dressed though. Shit, diva ass nigga.
Oh, look, and he's short.
And he's short. And he's short.
So, you know, we the tall guys. He's a little boss. He's the Joe Pesci of the crew.
So,
he's Joe Pesci. But yeah, I get back and I see these motherfuckers are kicking it, but I done finally got culture. Now you gotta remember, I left from being on the military base to coming to the hood to learn how to be hood, to going back to the military base in another country.
Yeah.
Japanese.
Facts.
That's how Drew said.
Facts.
You going to Japan, huh? With all the people over there talking that Chinese.
Yeah. Preach put me on that sushi. He put me on that sushi. When he came back, when we was doing our little dealings, you know, we was Preach took me to the Japanese spot. I'm like, you gotta try this sushi shit out. I'm like, nigga, nah, nigga, I ain't trying no sushi. Shit, to this day, that's one of my favorite damn foods, nigga. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wood. I ain't never said thank you to nobody, Wood. But thank you, Wood. Thank you. Nah, but real talk, by the time, in a 2-week span, and he seeing me doing what I was doing, this motherfucker eating baby squid or baby octopus.
Oh, that. Drinking Japanese beers. Everything from Japan I was fucking with when Priest got back. Everything. Shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
So you speak it?
Ohayou gozaimasu. Donemasu. Genki desu ka?
Nigga, don't be looking at me. Nigga.
Oh my God.
Good time over there.
That's what's up, man. Alright, yo, so apparently I need to hear about this LSD story. Am I jumping ahead too much? Or?
No,
because it was pretty much drugs and sushi after.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
Let's hear this LSD story.
So one night I asked Preach, I'm like, Preach, you know, to get some green and some coke from him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, just come ride with me. I was like, damn, I gotta do all that. My nigga, I just wanna chill at the house and do my thing. You know, mama.
To this day, this nigga the same shit.
Damn, bro, can I just chill at the house? Man, you gotta ride with me tonight. I was like, all right, so it's cold as fuck. I done suited up. Preach come get me. We go to our boy house. We get there. They got a dog, cat. So I'm thinking Preach getting us some coke and some weed. And Preach, boy was like, try this. I'm like, what the fuck is this? He's like, this is acid. I'm like, acid. I'm like, dog, we just want to get some coke, dog. Why we gotta do all this extra shit tonight? So we took the shit, chased it with some grape soda. I just go sit down. Cause I'm like, damn, all right, we done took some acid tonight. I say about 40-45 minutes later.
All you gotta do is look at, hold on. All you gotta do is look when Samuel Jackson died on Deepest Blue or whatever.
That's what we was watching?
That's
what we was watching. First. That's what we was watching first.
No, this is where it got fucked up because
we started watching Very Bad Things.
All you gotta do. Oh, Very Bad Things.
Yeah, that's what we was watching, Preach.
Alright, so no. I'm talking about when it kicked in.
Oh, okay.
Because we sitting side by side like this
and then
on the couch.
And we looking at each other simultaneously at the same time, like, and taking breaths. Just like that. And then turning around and like
watching Deepest Blue, we got
telling
LL Cool J
I'm
and
telling
Samuel
myself,
Jackson.
bro, this gonna be a long night. And this is the type of night I didn't even want. But I gotta be cool.
He just wanted some coke and weed.
I gotta be cool because I don't want to fuck up and fuck up. So I just started relaxing, started just letting that shit take its course. So Stephanie, she started walking past us, and when she walking past us, it's trails of her walking past us, and then it's making noise.
Her feet wasn't even moving.
So her
She was
feet-
sliding across the big screen.
Hold on, I gotta get the
Bro,
feet in ya.
we
She
can
was
hear.
sliding across the floor like this with a tray.
And then-
the dog licking my foot.
And then-
It boy. Like
She going past and it's like
Jax, that's it.
it's like
Photo bomb.
it's like
Was it like colors? Or was it like dust?
Right.
It was just
Bruh,
like-
she was sliding across the floor. The TV, you gotta remember them big booty ass TVs. It's like a 75-inch.
yeah, the black glass TVs, yeah.
Every time she walked past us, she sliding. She got a tray. It's like you order some weed. People like, hey, go get the gorilla mango slushy. She slide by somebody's outside. So she's sliding, and we sit there. And when Samuel Jackson said, this is why he's one of my favorite actors to this day. When he got ate by the goddamn shot,
Yeah.
look, I'm tired of all this old bullshit. We need to get together, and the first thing we're gonna do, the goddamn shark jumped out and ate Samuel Jackson in the early part of the movie.
Yeah.
And right then and there, the
That's when
ride
that
was
acid
on.
kicked in. That's when that acid kicked
Because he had
in.
the surround sound shit.
Yeah, we was
and
in
we
movie
both
theater.
like,
Oh shit, and we just started laughing and
It-
tripping.
oh my God, it carried on for 20, 30 minutes. You ain't never laughed this long.
We was
And
laughing like
hurt.
that.
Dog, we laughed for 30, 45 minutes on the one scene because we kept rewinding that shit.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
we thought Samuel Jackson was gonna live.
Yeah, but
That nigga got killed in the first 38, 39 minutes
Of the movie.
That's how long it took for the shit to kick in.
Yeah, I said about 30,
But
40,
very bad things are when that flipped you out.
No, I couldn't handle that shit. Bro. I was so I wanted to slap the shit out of you and Priest. And Fat. I was what? That's what I was flipping. I was like, what y'all got us watching this shit? I was like, damn, dog. No, they had us
Get upset.
Dog, they had us watching this movie, right? Called Very Bad
Very
Things.
Bad Things.
So in the we already high on this acid. In the movie, they getting high. They
Oh,
snorting
man.
lines. They snorting lines off the table like they dancing snorting lines.
It's a bachelor party.
Dog, we look. Dog, I'm looking at this movie like, what have I got myself into tonight with my brother, dog? Like, damn, bro, like. I just gotta take it easy because I want to live, my nigga. I don't want to die tonight. I was like, well, I'm scared I'm gonna die tonight,
But
bro.
look, that night on that movie, right, with another trigger was that. Because they had a prostitute, of course. The dude was in there snorting, partying, but then dude had to
Yeah,
prostitute
this
to
the part that
bathroom.
fucked me up right here.
This would set him completely off. They was in there getting, yeah. And they was throwing each other around. And this motherfucker threw this bitch on a towel hook.
Yeah. Oh man.
Caught her in the
throat,
head.
in the throat.
No, it was in the back of
Yeah,
her
the back of the head. I
And
lost it.
He lost it.
I lost it. After that, I lost it.
It was done. We laughed. We had the first good trip with the laugh.
I looked at
Shark
Priest like,
I remember that.
all I wanted was some dog. I know I'm bad. I know that's bad to be asking for that, but that's all I wanted. Now you got me in here on LSD. We in a Pink Floyd video and shit.
Smoking weed.
And I'm just looking at this. And then the nigga come stick a tarantula on my leg.
Oh man.
I'm like, dog, I'm gonna kill you, nigga, when I get better. Nigga,
You right.
when
It's
I
about
said,
the tarantula.
I said, if God willing, I said this shit, nigga, I'm coming for your ass for this shit. He was like, oh, nigga, you all right. I'm like, nigga, no, the fuck we ain't. We
you
tripping.
did. Oh, and then hold on, wait. But
So I go in the bathroom.
do
I go look in the
what
mirror.
I tell him not to do this. I tell him exactly not to do what he's about
I look
to
in
tell
the
you
mirror,
to do.
right? My face is melting like mud, dog, like mud. Like that shit look like clay coming off my face. So I do a quick whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I go back out there, y'all tripping, laughing still. I'm still mad about that scene and shit. I'm like, man. So y'all go outside.
Go outside.
So y'all go outside. And I hear Pat say, hey,
We had to
boys,
walk.
come
We had to walk
outside.
Roscoe. We had to walk.
Yeah,
him up.
oh, we gotta tell about Roscoe and the cat. We
That's
gotta
what
get that
happened.
in there. Yeah,
This
we gotta
one fucked
get that
him
in
up
there.
too. Hold on, wait.
Oh, shit.
So this cat was named Star, and it was short for porn star because she was always pregnant. So Roscoe was a dog like the dog I got now. I love that dog. But the cat occasionally would
bully the dog
and bully the goddamn dog, and the dog ain't do shit. Dog just be sitting there. That shit happened a couple times with him.
Yeah.
It's like, so you add fear, you add these fucked up movies, and the first, I was like, all I wanted was some powder. I just want some powder.
I was bitching the whole time.
So after the last week, we had to take a break. He bitched the whole fucking time. So after his whole face melted and he came out like this, he's like,
yeah.
I said, come on, man. Pat was like, hey, man, you gotta check this shit out. We walk outside. We on a pitch black road. We look up at the fucking sky. We don't have a skyline like Atlanta or none of that shit. We look up at the sky, and the stars are bright as shit, and they started shaking.
And the bitches started exploding. And then the bitches started coming down like the same fireworks we had on the 4th. They was like...
And
like
that was it. That's it. You know what?
I was looking at that shit. I was like... I looked at Preach again like... Fuck a dog. Like, is we gonna shake this shit tonight?
You're supposed to be amazed at that shit.
I was.
Full of sky.
Bro, I was, but at the same time, I was so fucking pissed off at Pat and Preach, dog. I was like, dog, this shit is so amazing, but at the same time, I'm so fucking mad because all I wanted was what I wanted, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Can't help it, can't be mad at niggas. They want what
love you good. That wasn't love you good. I love you good.
All me, I'm looking at Preach. We turning around at the same time, breathing
Every
the same,
time.
catching the same
Every
breath.
time. I'm like,
This shit, that we was living a movie, my nigga. That shit was like a movie.
it was amazing how every time, it's like mentally we was like, okay, nigga, we all we got. We came in this shit, we gonna ride this bitch out together. Woo, we all we got,
I'm just glad I didn't let that shit take me too far. Cause I was, like I said, I was already pissed off, and we tripped our balls off. I don't even know how you drove us home that night. When I got home,
I tell you how I drove.
my
us
grandma
home.
was on the couch sleep, and I watched The Bronx Tale. I watched the whole fucking movie.
He had to watch.
I was in that bitch tripping. I'm in that bitch moving like this and shit. I'm in that bitch. God, dog, I'm like, damn, I hope I don't wake Granny up, cause she gonna chew my ass up. Like, what the fuck you doing up? And what are you doing?
The funniest shit about that is, the way I drove you home is the same way I drove us here to Atlanta that first time.
When I got sick, coming up. Oh man,
I was looking at the yellow line.
damn.
I'm just looking at the yellow line,
Bro.
and stop lights and stop
To
signs.
this day,
I don't know how the fuck I drove you home
I ask
that night.
myself daily, how the fuck did this nigga drive us home on that shit? How?
I was looking. Look, I had to look down at the yellow line to make sure I was in the lane so we didn't get fucked up.
You know, I
we were
started
dirty.
thinking about like,
But the lights, it kept reflecting up here, so I had to look down here to figure out where we
hey,
were.
I ain't want to tell you because I didn't want you to flip out. But I seen the Count from Sesame Street. That nigga was at the window when we was driving.
That's the same thing.
And that shit was like, I was just like, ooh, kill these niggas, boy. Damn.
The funniest shit about you saying that, and I forgot you said that because
I
that's the
was like,
same thing my
I was
homeboy
like,
said
preach the
when they was
vampire.
shit.
I said, preach the vampire at the door. He like, what fucking vampire came on? I was like, the vampire. I couldn't get it out because I'm so high. I'm like, the vampire. We was smoking weed. We hitting the weed pipe. So we high as fuck. I'm like, the vampire, preach.
Meanwhile,
The vampire.
I'm trying to
Shit,
put
that shit was
together
crazy,
some sort
bro.
of concoction to keep us level-headed, but it just make everything worse. But real talk, I was like, I'm driving, looking at the window and making sure I'm paying attention to the lights and stop signs. Meanwhile, I'm navigating by getting the reflection. So when he says, vampire, vampire, window cook, I swear for God, if I get out of this shit, my nigga, I'm fucking you up, I'm fucking step up, I'm fucking pat up, and definitely this motherfucking vampire that keep goddamn flying
I
by
was
the window.
pissed, dog. I was so fucking pissed, dog.
I'm trying to drive like this.
I watched the whole
Vampires? We got vampires?
When you drop me
Oh,
off,
shit, vampires.
I watched the whole
That was
Bronx
the
Tale
last
movie.
one.
I watched the whole Bronx Tale movie, and I felt like I was in that bitch. And when that nigga hit, when them niggas hit them niggas with them cocktails, wow, that's when I really started tripping again. I was like, oh,
That
shit.
shit lasted for like 10
That
hours.
shit was, man, I went
It didn't
outside.
stop. We were doing jail tabs back then. This is like, this is when everybody started with rolls and
Yeah,
you know,
X-Pills,
X-Pills had
yeah.
just hit. I brought X-Pills to the
To the hood, yeah. You got niggas rolling in the hood, yeah. Cause
That
niggas wasn't
shit was
fucking with
funny
that
as
shit.
shit. They was
Niggas
like,
wasn't
man,
fucking
what's
with
all that
shit.
psychedelic shit?
Next thing you know, you might see a herd of niggas walking with their shirts off. You like, where these niggas going? Where these niggas going? Like, I mean, one day I seen Calvin. He had that cutted dreads, and I'm walking in front of him, and like I'm reaching for my pistol. Like, who the fuck this nigga is? I'm like, bro, you need to let me know who you is, bro. Shit.
Yeah,
That was the acid trip.
That was
all we.
that was the first time he
That
ever
shit
tried
was-
that shit, and it ran for like 10 hours. And
That
for
shit
a
hurt.
period of time, everybody stopped
And that
doing
fucking-
hard drugs.
And that
Everybody
fucking
stopped doing coke.
scene, that scene,
Because all it was psychedelics.
that
and
scene
motherfucking
kept
pills.
flashing in my head for about 2 months, dog. That shit was just playing like a VCR tape.
I
I hated y'all
fucked me
niggas
up.
for that shit.
It fucked me up because I enjoyed the ride so much, but he would always say to me, no words, but I knew exactly what the fuck he meant. It's gonna be a problem for the next couple days.
I'm cussing everybody out.
And sure enough, the first trip of Young K went sideways, and I be damned.
Nah, but before we go, that dog and that cat, when the cat lunged at the dog in the air, like on some real,
Matrix shit.
who a cat be kicking dogs ass? He clipped, like he clipped, like he clipped dogs. That's when I was like, okay, preach, it's time to go home, bro. All right, my nigga, all right, my nigga,
Look
y'all
at
got it.
my dumb ass, I'm like-
I was like, y'all got it, my nigga. I'm ready to go home, dog. I start bitching up. It's time to go home, dog. Dogs and shit, fighting cats and shit. I'm ready to go.
Stars exploding, your wife
I'm ready to
floating
go. My
across
face
the
melting.
field. My face done melted
I
off.
gotta go home, dog.
I just wanted some weed. and
I'd rather
some
die
coke.
at my house, nigga. If I'm dying, nigga, I'd rather die on Silverdale, nigga. Take me to 45th, preach. Take me home, bro. For real, bro.
And I looked at him, look, when he said that shit, and this is how bad I was back in the day. I looked at him like, nigga, I can't get us home. Ain't no way we gonna
Real
make it
talk.
come. But I'm gonna get us there some kind of way. It's
I'm
gonna
like,
happen.
fuck that shit.
So I had to figure out, okay, the lines are here. That means when I look up this way, this is the line of the road I need to stay on.
Oh
And
my
occasionally-
God.
Because these back, this how we used to drive. This how you drive in Duval. You sit up on the wheel anyway. So now I'm like this though. Get the fuck up. I'm seeing the same fucking vampire he's seeing.
I'm telling
And
you.
then laughing about it because in Japan, one of our homeboys did the same exact shit on some mushrooms.
Yeah.
And the Count was doing like this next to
Yeah.
the window. And my dog, I can't even find him on Facebook nowhere. Kavika kept going. And the driver's seat is always on this side, so you ride and you see the same shit he was doing, just in
telling
opposite form. This is a little Guamanian cat. So this back in the Jinko days,
Yeah, big
so
thing.
his little ass. And finally, after about 45 minutes of this shit driving, the next day I asked him, I said, dog, what the fuck were you doing? He was like, bro, I don't want to freak you out, cuz. Bro, the Count kept going to the window going,
I'm telling you, man.
why?
Yo, you know I was tripping.
So when he was doing like this, he saw him and he counted, and so he kept doing that shit over and over again. So circa fucking 4 years later, this nigga telling me the same vampire outside the window. And I'm fucked up trying to get us home. I'm like, you know what? That was funny shit to me, but he's gonna be scarred forever.
Yeah, after that cat, when the cat
When the
fucked
cat
with
jumped
Roscoe,
up-
because Roscoe was cool as
He
fuck,
jumped
man.
on the fat part of Roscoe
When that cat
ass.
came at that nigga like this with all four, with like that, like if we seen that shit, the trail, the all that shit. I was like, priest, man, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, dog.
We were back to fighting again back in '93.
Yeah, that shit got real. That shit got real. I wasn't trying to hear none of that shit.